Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Alice English Podcast. Today, we are talking about something very frustrating. Maybe this happens to you too. You watch English videos, you understand movies, you understand teachers, you even understand this podcast right now. But when you try to speak,
your mind suddenly becomes empty.
exactly. And maybe you start thinking, why is this happening to me? Why can I understand English, but I cannot speak English easily?
If this is your problem, please relax, because this is actually very normal. Millions of English learners experience this same thing.
And the good news is, this does not mean your English is bad. In fact, you probably know more English than you think.
Today, we will explain why this happens, what your brain is doing, and how you can finally start speaking more naturally.
So if you feel shy, stuck, or afraid while speaking English, this episode is for you.
Okay, John, here is my question. If I understand English, shouldn't I also speak English easily?
It sounds logical, but actually, listening and speaking are two different skills.
Really?
Yes, listening is recognition. Speaking is production.
Please explain that simply.
Of course, when you listen to English, your brain only needs to recognize meaning. For example, you hear, "I'm exhausted," and immediately you understand, "Oh, this person is very tired." Easy.
Yes, that happens to me all the time.
But speaking is different. Now you must create the sentence yourself. Your brain suddenly searches tired, very tired. What was that word? Exhausted.
Ah, so understanding a word and using a word are different things.
Exactly. You may know hundreds of English words passively, but active speaking needs speed, memory, pronunciation, confidence, and sentence building.
Wow, so my brain is actually doing much more work while speaking.
Yes, and that is why speaking feels harder.
Listeners, this part is very important. Please remember, understanding English does not automatically create speaking fluency. Speaking is a separate skill.
John, I think I know another problem. Sometimes I first think in my native language and then I translate everything into English.
Yes, that is extremely common, and honestly, that habit can slow your speaking a lot
Why?
because translation creates delay. Imagine this process. First, you think in your language, then your brain searches for English words, then your brain checks grammar, then you worry about pronunciation.
Oh no, that sounds stressful already.
Exactly. And during conversation, everything happens very fast.
So, native speakers do not translate?
No, they think directly in English. And little by little, you must train yourself to do the same.
But how can listeners practice that?
Start very small. For example, look around your room and say, chair, window, phone, water bottle. Then make tiny sentences. I am sitting. I am drinking water. The weather is hot.
Simple thoughts.
Exactly. Do not wait for perfect English. Train your brain to think directly in English first.
John, do learners need perfect grammar before speaking?
No. Your brain needs speed before perfection and confidence before complexity.
I think fear is also a huge problem. Sometimes learners know the sentence, but they still stay silent.
That is very true. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes, wrong pronunciation, grammar errors, or embarrassment.
Especially in front of other people.
Yes, and sadly, many school systems teach students to fear mistakes.
Students want perfect grammar all the time.
Exactly. But real communication is not perfect. Even native speakers make mistakes every day.
That's true, actually.
And here is something important. When you become nervous, your brain becomes slower.
Wow. So fear is not only emotional, it also affects thinking.
Yes, sometimes your English is not disappearing. Your fear is interrupting access to your English.
That sentence is powerful.
And many learners stay silent because silence feels safer.
Listeners, please remember this. Mistakes are not proof that your English is failing. Mistakes are proof that you are practicing. John, many listeners watch English videos every day, but they still cannot speak fluently. Why?
Because input alone is not enough.
Input means listening and reading, right?
Exactly. Input helps you understand English, but output helps you produce English.
Output means speaking and writing.
Correct. Speaking is also a physical skill. Your mouth needs practice. Your tongue needs practice. Your rhythm needs practice.
Like exercise for the mouth.
Yes, exactly like that. Watching football does not make you a football player. Watching cooking videos does not make you a chef.
So watching English alone will not create speaking fluency.
Right. You must use the language too.
Even small speaking practice helps?
Absolutely. Even reading aloud, shadowing podcasts, repeating sentences, or recording your voice can improve speaking speed and confidence.
That sounds much more realistic.
And remember, you do not need perfect English conversations every day. Small daily speaking is enough to create progress.
Okay, John, now let's talk about the scary moment when someone asks you a simple question and suddenly your brain stops working.
Yes, that moment is very famous among English learners.
For example, someone asks, "How was your weekend?" And suddenly, panic.
Exactly, because your brain is trying to do too many things at once.
Like what?
Your brain is thinking about vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, sentence order, confidence, and social pressure, all at the same time.
That is a lot.
Yes, and many learners also try to sound perfect immediately.
So instead of saying, "My weekend was good," they try to create a perfect English essay.
Exactly. And that creates overload.
So what should listeners do instead?
Use simple English first. Simple English is powerful English.
I love that.
Fluency does not mean difficult vocabulary. Fluency means speaking smoothly and comfortably.
Listeners, please hear this carefully. Simple English is not weak English. Simple English is real communication. Okay, John, now the important part. How can listeners finally improve their speaking?
Good question. First, speak every single day, even for 5 minutes.
That sounds manageable.
Second, repeat English out loud. Do not only listen silently.
Ah, shadowing practice.
Exactly. Pause podcasts, repeat sentences, copy rhythm and pronunciation.
What else?
Talk to yourself in English. Describe your day. Retell videos. Record your voice.
At first, it may feel strange.
Yes, but it trains your brain for real speaking.
And what about mistakes?
Please do not wait to become perfect before speaking.
that day will never come.
Wow, that is true.
You become fluent by speaking before you feel ready, not after.
That sentence is beautiful.
And one day, the sentence that feels difficult today will come out naturally.
Dear listeners, if you understand English, that means your brain is already learning. Now you simply need more calm, more speaking, and more confidence.
Step by step, day by day, little by little.
Thank you so much for listening today. And please remember, you do not need perfect English to start speaking. You only need courage to begin.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
We will see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.